Oh no, I guess my haunted toaster has been talking to me again. It's been demanding 13 of the best comedy horror movies. So who am I to deny it? Stay tuned. For this week, we are going to be talking about some of our favourite horror comedies. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Yeah, so this week we're going to be discussing some of the best horror comedies from our point of view, and we're going to try and avoid some of the obvious ones like Ghostbusters. Fucking my mind has just gone blank.
Gremlins.
Even though it kills me not to put it in it, Evil Dead 2, some of those, but there is a couple of big ones that I thought that you kind of had to put in. I'm fairly sure we don't have Scary Movie in it.
Oh.
And like that is one of Laura's favourite films of all time. I think we've discussed this on before.
I haven't seen it in years though. Like, I mean, I had it on VHS.
Once you're after seen it like 1,000 times, why would you have to?
But like, I had it on VHS like back in the day.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it like.
Did you have part 2 on VHS? I think you only had part 1.
Yeah. Probably. I can't remember.
You had a signed copy of
it. Who signed it? Well, in fairness, if Anna Faris is after signing it, I'd be fairly impressed with myself.
I don't know what's after happened. I haven't seen her or anything. Although I think they're meant to be doing another Scary Movie, which Laura would be really excited for.
Yes.
That'd be like big time. So look, we're going to get started straight away. No preamble, even though there
has been a load of preamble.
So going to start with something that's fairly modern one, and by fairly modern I mean last year, with The Monkey.
The Monkey.
Yeah, and it's I don't know if I think people that are into horror saw it. It was big because Osgood Perkins is kind of coming up.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, after he did, I found fucking Daddy Longlegs. Yeah, kind of funny too. But I like Osgood Perkins. We've seen nearly all of these. We have seen all of these films at this stage.
Thus far, yes.
And The Monkey was a bit of a dramatic change from what he known, but it was still very much an Osgood Perkins movie. We're going to try and avoid spoilers when we're doing this. It's not going to be like a normal show where we like go into depth about movies. But like The Monkey, fucking brilliant. So funny. It's nearly like a modern day version of fucking Final Destination. Yeah, mixed with it's mixed with a lot of things. Even the look of the basic plot. These twin brothers, well, this guy, he gets like this cursed monkey doll, and anyone who has it basically dies a horrible death fairly quickly in it. Apart from the owner, I think, is it that part of the curse that the owner doesn't die?
I can't remember exactly.
So it's like whoever owns it, they don't die, but other people around them,
yeah, they pretty much do.
In like really, really just horrible and unexpected ways. It's really creative. It's really, really funny. The cast in it are very good. Theo James plays like the twins in it. Tatiana Maslany.
Oh, just butcher her name, why don't you?
I'm Irish. I can't say people's names. That's my get out of jail free card.
Oh, that's not.
English is not my native language.
Oh, really? Speak some Irish then.
Conas a tátú. An bhfuil tú go má.
Go on, keep going. Go on, keep going.
Cá bhfuil an madra.
Anything more
Tá mé ag sugra lema líróidí
no
sa shoppa.
Yikes. Okay, right, let's stop doing that then. And
this is The Monkey is based on a Stephen King short story, which I don't think it was really pushed that way, was it? I think a lot of it was because it was just on the back of Longlegs. So a lot of it was like, from the director of Longlegs.
Here comes another.
Yeah. And it's just really, really, really good. Like, it's hard to say anything about it without fucking spoiling things. Like, even when you see the trailer spoils a load of deaths in it.
But
you kind of know what's going. You just know everyone's gonna fucking die in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's good. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's inventive.
It's creative deaths. Elijah Wood pops up. Adam Scott is in it. I think Osgood Perkins pops up in it, so I can't remember.
I seem to remember Adam Scott was quite hilarious in it.
Yeah, he's the father. He's at the start of it.
Yeah.
I think the trailers heavily show Adam Scott. as well, where he's like a pilot that's after coming across and he's trying to get rid of it. And this isn't spoiled because it is in the trailer, and he brings it into a pawn shop to get rid of it, and the guy in the pawn shop gets his fucking head blown off. In, I can't remember, something falls down, it's like mouse trap thing, and kills him. But yeah, the monkey, you just know what you're getting. I think it's an instant classic.
Yes.
With it. And then from that, I suppose we're going to get it out of the way at the start. So like these aren't in any particular order. So it's not like this is number one and fucking this is no, but it's 13 movies because that's how many I had. 17. I whittled it down to this.
A baker's dozen.
But I suppose the big one that's on is Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
I thought it kind of had to put it in the list.
A rom-com song.
Yeah.
As it was called.
But
at
as
the
well,
time.
even though I know it's really well known and really well liked, I don't know how well known it is nowadays by audiences.
Oh, it's huge at the start. Like, everyone thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
It's
like, it was
one of the
everywhere.
3 cornettos, like,
Yeah,
you know.
it kind of, I think we've done a podcast about Shaun of the Dead. We've done podcasts about like zombie horror movies if you want to go back to our old ones about it. But Shaun of the Dead really revitalized the whole zombie genre. It wasn't just like a comedy horror. It brought comedy horror to the forefront because there wasn't much horror comedy, and then all of a sudden there was loads of zombie comedies coming out and loads of zombie movies as well. I think it was this and Day of the Dead, or the remake of Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's version of that, really kickstarted the whole thing way before The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I don't think The Walking Dead would have got turned into a TV series.
Yeah,
if
because it wouldn't have been the
these,
pure interest there, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I suppose this really, as I said, like, it's maybe not as well known nowadays. This was really, it spoke to a certain generation. It was sort of, I suppose, the end of Gen X, the start of the Zennials,
really,
kind of really, I suppose, because it would have been spaced and it would have been all that kind of generation. Whereas
as well for his
it was
first
that
movie,
humour, you know.
Edgar Wright's movie. I think, personally, I think Edgar Wright hit a high with this.
He set a very high bar for himself, like, yeah. But it was kind of like Spaced, basically a really long episode of Spaced.
But what was the one that came out? Oh, Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz was really good as well. World's End wasn't a really big fan of, and I think his other movies have been a bit subpar.
Well, I think they started going towards the more millennial end of things as such. We got too old for him.
Well, I think he got too Hollywood as well, you know, like, not that there's nothing wrong with it, like, you know, he's still a great director and stuff, but like, people seem to go mad for that Baby Driver film. I fucking didn't like it at all. I'd never look at it again.
I don't even remember it all that much.
Yeah, I barely remember. People were going mad about the soundtrack, and it was just like, I don't know.
I see. Yeah, it's just all the sort of the real sort of the old style kind of like Channel 4, BBC kind of like that whole, as I said, the whole space kind of ethos kind of thing. That's what I kind of want.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I suppose the whole thing with Shaun of the Dead was like, with the comedy things, it was very meta.
Yeah.
And there was lots of in-jokes about horror films that I think people that that were into Spaced, that mightn't have been into horror movies, that probably thought of themselves as being, I don't know, kind of, what's the right word to say, kind of, I can't think of it, but like fucking basically...
Not arty?
No.
But not, what are you trying to talk about?
They're fake fucking film fans. But you know that they wanted to come across appearing to be more kind of like, you know, knowledgeable than they were. You get the same thing with like, they go, oh, did you know that Simon Pegg was a stormtrooper in...
You're not much of a film fan yourself there either, are you?
I'm a big fake, I'm a big phony. But you know that it was easy for them. They go, oh yeah, we knew a couple of people that were like that. All of a sudden they were fucking massive horror fans and big George Romero fans, and it was like, I don't think you've ever actually seen a George Romero film. And you get a lot of people still that they're like, oh, George Romero is like an amazing director, and it's like, name another film he did outside of the fucking...
so you're one of these like fucking people that sees somebody wearing a band t-shirt,
yeah,
like,
I walk up to
songs.
teenage girls, yeah. You name 3 Sabrina Carpenter songs, you whore! Yes, I do that the whole time.
Yeah.
But you know, but there was a lot of people, and it's like,
it's like that whole episode of The Office, I suppose, with what's his name when what's his name died. Oh Jesus Christ, I can't even remember. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I don't know if you...
Ryan basically jumped on the bandwagon when he thought some singer-songwriter is after dying. He's
Oh,
like,
Smokey. Yeah,
that was
Smokey
it.
Robinson. Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, no, you wouldn't understand, man. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, do you want to sing a song by him? And it's like, oh, no.
Yeah.
I don't know any more songs.
But like Shaun of the Dead, there's not really, if you want...
That was a real sidebar there. Sorry, I just
Yeah.
wandered down something. And I sounded very knowledgeable there as well. That was
Yeah,
like
you did,
that
yeah.
thing with your man about that other thing that I can't remember.
Yeah, you're fake.
I'm a big fat phony. Yeah.
Phony.
I'm a
Big fat
phony.
phony. But Shaun of the Dead, like,
Yeah.
it's a classic for a reason.
And it has a
It's so
load of
funny.
like British royalty in terms of actors, like, you know.
Oh yeah, Prince Charles was in it, wasn't
totally,
he?
yeah. Well, it has
He was one of the zombies
has a
in
Bisto
the shopping
lady.
market.
the Bisto mom.
Yeah, yeah, there was people in that you weren't expecting, and
Yeah.
they were really good. And the whole thing, I think, that adds a lot to some of the comedies, especially with comedy horror. You have to have horror in it, and you have to have like something that some emotional connection. And
Yeah,
it was like when
and-
people died in this, you were
Yeah.
like fucking, because it starts off and you're like ho 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 ho, like, but there's still I don't know. There's still a kind of a feeling that like this is not good.
Yeah.
As
And
in, kind of like, this is
there
not a good
was
situation.
there was levels of danger to it. Like, I mean, it
Yeah.
wasn't, you know, there were people were actually getting
And when people got
killed.
killed, it's fucking gory.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it that you have those funny moments, and you have those bits where you feel safe. You think, oh, nothing's going to happen to these people. This is a comedy.
Yeah.
This is going to be all fun. And then someone gets ripped apart, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh.
And it was very British humour as well. It's like, you know, when sort of a mum was getting killed or whatever, and it's like, oh, it's okay, darling, never mind, I'll be okay, don't worry about me,
And
kind of thing.
the
you know.
stepdad,
Yeah.
like that whole thing, that was really emotional, but that was done
Yeah.
so well. I don't think you would have expected that in it. Like if
That
you've
level
seen,
of emotion, yeah.
But going on to, I suppose, we get another zombie film out of the way. So this is number, we're at 13, 12, 11.
Oh, you can count.
So, yeah, I can, yeah.
Jesus,
sometimes.
yeah.
With help
You're
from
not just all good
I have to
looks
get
then, are you?
ChatGPT to help me with counting. That was very fucking sarcastic and cutting. Just when we're looking at Tarman on the
right.
screen there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, yeah, you're good looking, aren't you?
I was talking about Tarman. Yeah.
Oh, and our dog is sitting in with us as well, Frodo, and he's just looking up, kind of going, "What's going on?" But yeah, Return of the Living Dead.
Yes.
I think this is like, for as much as Shaun of the Dead is
Yes.
I think
the ideal rom-coms on.
the normie
Yeah.
horror comedy.
Yes.
I think Return of the Living Dead is one of the original ones that is fucking terrifying, but it's very funny. It's an amazing cast in it. A lot of like fucking. It's just there's stupid fucking humor in this. Like the whole thing. The story of Return of the Living Dead is that it's kind of based in a world where the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, actually happened, but it didn't happen as big as it was. It was a zombie outbreak that was contained. The government, they stored the zombies in these canisters, but because the government are fucking idiots,
Like fat sparrows kind of thing.
they shipped them to the wrong address, some of them, and it's like this medical warehouse where there's like these three idiots working there, and they
managed to basically bust them
they
open.
bust it open, and the gas gets out, and they cause a fucking zombie outbreak. And there's like a group of punks that are partying in a graveyard nearby when the whole thing kicks off. And it's probably one of my favourite films. It's probably one of the films I've seen the most. When I was younger, it absolutely fucking terrified me. As well, it's directed by Dan O'Bannon, who you might or might not know, wrote Alien. And he did a ton of other stuff as well.
Wasn't he? No, I'm probably thinking of someone else now. Was he Star Trek as well?
Dan O'Bannon? I don't think so.
Not the films now, but the series.
No.
Who am I
fairly
thinking
sure
of?
he didn't.
He wasn't involved at all. No.
No,
No. Okay.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
But,
Never mind.
Yeah.
Having a
But
little
yeah, I
brain
think
fart.
it's fucking like Hugh Gallagher, who's like a cult icon in movies. He was the dad in A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. He's been. It's just fucking. Is it Don Calfa? Oh no. I'm trying to remember the names of people.
It sounds like you're just having a bit of a breakdown.
We'll probably end up covering this at some stage. James Karen and Tom Matthews are like the comedy pair in it. The punks are very kind of, they're cool. Like the music is really, really fucking cool in it. Like the Damned The Linnea Quigley. I'm turning into a rambling fucking fool.
You're turning.
Yeah, but the special effects are amazing.
Yeah.
It's really scary. It's got like fast zombies in it.
Yeah.
Probably the first fast zombies thing, whereas a lot of people go on about like, James Gunn, or not James Gunn,
28 Days Later and stuff.
but like this, the fast zombies, and they're like smart zombies. So the whole thing is that it goes for you thought you knew what like zombies were based on Return of the Living Dead, and this is the characters are on the assumption where it's like in a lot of films, like even in Shaun of the Dead, they're like, don't say the Z word. People never refer to him as zombies, and it's the same like when a vampire appears, people are acting like, oh god, they've never seen a vampire film. That's why I like Fright Night and Lost Boys, because they were like, of course everyone knows what a fucking vampire is or a werewolf is.
Just on a totally different note there, now that you mentioned the Lost Boys, I happened to be over visiting the parents earlier on, and there's a Tina Turner concert on, and guess who I saw playing saxophone in the background?
Corey Feldman.
Yes. No, it was like saxophone.
Yeah, sure,
man.
he was like, that's where they got him from.
Oh my god, he was having some fucking time, and he had his leather fucking codpiece on, and Jesus Christ, wow.
Sure, that's like I did one of my favourite stories. I got a book that I think it's a limited edition run of the making of the Lost Boys, and there's a load of really good interviews and that never heard before, like never hear it on YouTube. But one of the stories about him was that on the day that he showed up, at the end of it, he was like fucking grabbing his crotch a lot, and he came up to the director of the Lost Boys, and he was like, oh fucking, kind of like, what are we going to be doing, because I think it ended up turning into a 2-night shoot for that one scene. And he was like, oh, I gotta fucking, like, do something there. I have to get my cock ring out. And they were like, what? And he was like, oh, I got my knob pierced before, kind of like, I came here, kind of, but I didn't think I'd be bouncing around for so long. And they were like,
why would you do that?
So, like, he was chafing, like, from fucking long shoot.
But he really gives his all to it. Even when he wasn't playing the sax over at this Tina Turner concert, he was like, I don't know, he was like shaking maracas.
Well,
he was like,
that's why they got him. They saw him in some video.
And I was like, what the fuck?
Or they saw him live, I think, and they were like, we have to get him in this fucking movie. He was going for it.
Yeah. Anyway, back to now.
Not Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead.
Excuse me. It has everything, I think, in it that, like we were talking about, that it's fucking horrific.
Melty zombies.
Yeah, when people get killed in it, it's not you do not want to get killed by zombies in this.
It's proper chompy head time.
Yeah, and when they're smart, like with the whole thing that they're tricking people.
Luring them out into cars and stuff.
It's really nihilistic. Like fucking really nihilistic. You want people to win in it as well. There's no one in it that I think that you're like, oh, I hope they get killed.
Yeah.
Even like the guy that's a bit of an asshole, like Gurney, he's the mortician.
Yeah, the kind of the boss of the morgue. Yeah.
He's a bit of a, I don't know, prick is the wrong word for, but he's a bit of a stickler for the rules.
Yeah, which, bit of an old boy.
And he's like really kind of like, my God, what the fuck is going on here thing. And yeah, but Return of the Living Dead, definitely, I think, if you want to start getting into more gruesome territory, like for a film that's like 40 years old now, or over 40 years old, it really holds up because of the practical effects in it.
Isn't there a lot of boobs as well? I seem to remember.
There's like
near boobs.
A bit of boobs. That's it. Linnea Quigley, who was, and I didn't know this about her until we saw In Search of Darkness, because she was in a ton of horror movies in the 80s and the late 70s. But yeah, that was her thing, that she used to just like show her boobs.
There you go.
Basically,
got some knockers here.
So she was kind of famous for that, and that's why they kind of had her in this at the time. But so like Return of the Living Dead is number 11. Yeah. So number 10. This is the end.
All-star cast, but not one of my favourites.
Oh,
it's okay.
I think as a
funny,
horror comedy.
But
yeah.
Bit throwaway, forgettable.
For people who don't know, it's basically about the end of the world happening, told from the point of view of James Franco, Jonah Hill, and it's Seth Rogen is in it. It's all that crowd that were big at the time. Danny Boyle, or not, but Danny. Fucking what?
That.
Danny McBride.
All right, I was wondering what you're on about.
I think it's for Michael Cera's
just alone
pop up in it, where he just goes against complete and utter type, like in it. Yeah. But for people of a certain age, I think they'll recognise everyone that's in it. Like Paul Rudd, Channing Tatum is very Channing Tatum's bit when he shows up in it is very weird. And it kind of plays on the whole thing that maybe this isn't really happening. Maybe you don't know what it is. It's like you think it might be just like maybe a war is starting and stuff, or maybe it's earthquakes, and then it becomes kind of clear that no, actually demons are coming
this is
out.
definitely the end. Yeah.
I really like it. I do think it's a good horror, especially kind of like when we're going for ones that are kind of like outside the norm with it.
Yeah, true enough, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I take it you just don't want to talk about it.
No, it's okay. Like, I mean, it is, in fairness, like, it is a mega all-star cast. Like,
I think it was the last time a lot of these people did stuff together.
That's the thing, I know. I think a lot of I don't know, maybe they're still off making films and all the rest, but I think it was the last time, I suppose they all kind of fractured off into different groups as well, didn't they, really, I suppose?
Well, I think James Franco was, like, cancelled in Hollywood.
Yeah, pretty much after this.
Well,
but
not
like,
after this. After,
and I think Jonah Hill went kind of quite serious after this as well,
I think a lot
he?
of people hate him as well. Seth Rogen is off doing his own thing.
Yeah, like, I mean, Michael Cera went off being Michael Cera as well. Like,
Danny McBride is off making horror remakes.
Yeah, like, I mean, I always liked him.
He did the Halloween and the attempt at, like, rebooting The Exorcist.
And I suppose as well, it did kind of, as you said, it did go from sort of like they're all, you know, in this big massive mansion. You're kind of like, you're wondering, is it like a really bad trip? And is it just like a bit of civil unrest? And then all of a sudden it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, there's fucking rips in space. Like,
yeah, the effects are a bit shit in it, but it's just, I don't know, it's of that time period. I think people that would have been into, say, 21 Jump Street.
Yeah.
I know that, you know, they were like, their comedy critic. It was like they took over from Will Ferrell. Yeah. And group.
It was that kind of transition, sort of the 40-year-old virgin, that kind of thing, you know.
And then just, I think this is, I could be wrong now, but I think this is kind of where it fell flat.
It was like, literally the end.
But I liked it. I'd still look at it again. I think it's a funny movie. Yes. It's funny.
I like, yes, this is a funny movie.
It's funny.
I like.
Yeah. So moving on to number 9.
Oh yes. I was only thinking about this the other day, that we should go back and watch this.
Yeah, it's Young Frankenstein.
Yes.
Mel Brooks made a movie in the 70s based on the life and loves of Frankenstein, putting his own spin on it. So it was just a really good parody of Frankenstein. And it's got Gene Wilder in it playing Dr. Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, and I don't know who the guy is that plays Frankenstein. It's a monster. I think it was Madeleine Kahn.
What?
No. Marty Feldman plays Igor in it. But it's just, it's stupid. It's Mel Brooks humour. It's
how long?
timeless.
How many years?
There's no horror in it, really.
Probably no, but like, how old is this film now at this stage? And like, how many times have people out of like, I know it was
1974. So
like, that's even before we were
52 years
that's
old.
That's ridiculous. And I was still every now and again go, putting on the Ritz.
Yeah, I only saw it as a teenager. I think when we were like 15, we had a night where we saw for the first time Life of Brian. This, and there was something else.
Oh my god, how did you manage to see all those in the one night?
Yeah, I think it might have been when we got the junior cert results, so we were drinking. Yeah, and we had, and it was just, so I'll tell you, kind of like our idea of partying was
a wild night of watching films,
and fucking absolutely blew my mind over. Obviously, we would have all loved Spaceballs.
Yes.
And we would have seen other Mel Brooks movies like fucking Blazing
Saddles. Yeah.
Didn't see the producers, I think, until
that
maybe after this. Yeah,
producers would have probably been a bit too highbrow.
Well, I couldn't get it on video. It was just, you had to kind of, for some of these things, you had to wait for them to pop up on TV.
That's true. Blazing Saddles would have been shown fairly frequently. In fairness.
So like, I mean, nowadays you can go, oh my god, how could you not have seen those classics? And I was like, but you couldn't get, where were you going to watch them?
And when this popped up on telly as well, this is all black and white, was it?
Yeah, it was all black
and white. Yeah, so like, this
would
show up, and if you're a kid, you'd be kind of like, I'm not watching a black and white film.
I never saw it coming up on telly at all. Like, there wasn't like movie channels, or like over in America people had cable and things. Like, we had RT1 and 2.
Yeah,
and then some of the English channels.
What was the classic film one? The
TNT.
Yeah. Yeah, is it TNT?
Yeah, it was Turner Classics, I think, or something. I think it became Turner Classics. It was TNT because they used to have WCW on it as well.
Yeah, that was it. Like, that wasn't a thing
And that was
at
like an
all
American
when
channel.
we were kids, yeah.
But yeah, there was none of that. And like, I mean, there's a massive cast of people that would have been big in the 70s.
Yeah.
But like Gene Hackman in it was... Even like we even knew who Gene Hackman was. That's it, like fucking. And when he popped up in it as a blind man, there's just so many stupid. It's like Marty Feldman as the Igor in it. It's classic from the moment that he shows up, and when they're talking, it's still one of my favourites. Either just awkward comedy, where he like pats him on the hump, and there's a big hollow hump, and he says something about, "Oh, we'll get that hump of yours fixed," and he's like, "What hump?" Yeah, and he's like, it's just so fucking stupid. And the bit with like Gene Hackman as the blind man that keeps pouring the hot soup
Oh, yeah.
and onto him, he's like, oh. And Gene Wilder is fantastic. He's fantastic in everything.
He is. I can't actually think of a bad Gene Wilder film.
Oh, I can think of plenty of bad Gene Wilder films from the 80s, but it was just... he was in some fucking terrible movies in the 80s.
But you'd always have the goodwill. Yeah, you'd always have the goodwill towards him.
That was the thing. It was people went to see him because of him. And I think the movie's got a pass because no one really wants to say a bad thing about Gene Wilder.
He was so likeable, yeah.
But yeah, The Young Frankenstein is number 10.
Frankenstein.
This is one that I have a funny feeling you're not going to remember too well.
At all. You're right.
At number 9, it's Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. We're going to have to watch this again because I can't remember a lot of it either.
You're going to have to tell me a bit about it to try and jog the old memory here.
It was a mockumentary it was 2006, mockumentary directed by Scott Glosserman. It was setting up that it was in this world where serial killers were kind of not well known, but they were like a thing. So horror movie serial killers, like, so say Jason and Freddy and all that, was taken that they were like real. So they're following this guy Leslie Vernon, who's like an up and coming guy, as he's plotting out his big act, what he's going to do, killing off all these. I think it was like a ritual that he was going to do where he was going to kill off a bunch of teenagers, and it was following him, training to do it and try and get set up, because he was like, oh yeah, well, we got to get like a final girl to kill me at the end, you know, and trying to put it all around it. It was brilliant.
Seems familiar somehow, but
I was convinced that it was fucking really ahead of it. I think it's still ahead of its time. It was very, very funny. It was fucking the actor in it who played Nathan Basil. He was just so likable, and you know where it came. Like, people have probably seen Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer and Man Bites Dog, or was it Le Chien Andalou or something like that? But it's that wouldn't be Man Bites Dog. I don't know.
No.
But it's the whole thing where it's like Henry is like horrible. It's like fucking horrible and grubby. Man Bites Dog, it can be kind of funny at times, but then there's like really horrible moments in it. This, you like him. He's likable, where you kind of go, maybe he's like, because he's not a great serial killer.
So you're kind of rooting for him, are you?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go back and watch this. I can't remember this at all. Like,
but it's something that I think they should have, because it was basically made on next to nothing from what I can remember. It was just really well received, but it won a load of awards and stuff, but I don't know why they just never got the money to do a sequel, and I suppose now it's probably too late to do it. Like, it never really got to that big bump either in kind of cult thing. I think we'll definitely do it at some stage. We'll talk about it in more in depth, like, because I seem to remember like fucking loving it. And dang, I suppose there's people like me and you that are probably guilty of it as well, that was like, oh, this is brilliant, but we never really pushed it. You know, not that we could have pushed it, you know, kind of, I don't know, but like, I suppose it's the thing, sometimes just by people talking about a movie, it gives it another life, and gives like the people that are working on it like a bit of push with it. So that was number 9.
Push it real good.
Wait. Oh, that must be number 8. So now we're at number 7.
Okay.
I think.
You keep count.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, this is number 7.
Okay.
So it's Dead Heat from 1988. We've seen this a couple of times.
I am still looking at you blankly.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
You even found it funny.
What do you mean I even found it funny?
It's starring Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo. It's basically about these cops that they're investigating something or other. It's kind of like Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
But they're investigating these like fucking robbers. They're like fucking psycho zombies that like they shoot them and they keep getting back up and stuff. So they like go investigating it, and then one of them gets killed and he gets brought back to life by the machine that's there. So it's, as a zombie in this, you're disintegrating, so you're falling apart, so you're not going to live long even though you're brought back.
Mm-hmm.
So the two of them are looking into the gang that murdered Treat Williams in it. Vincent Price is in it.
No,
alright. But
that's not to say I probably did watch it and I probably did enjoy it. It's just I have the worst memory on fucking earth.
It's
man.
80s cheese. Robert Picardo is in it as well.
Oh.
But it's just pure 80s cheese. It's really, really funny. I know I keep saying that, and I have to say that to kind of put it across about comedies. But Joe Piscopo is... It's very... I think he was in SNL in the 80s, this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
See, that's his face there.
Yes.
It doesn't...
It's a very comedic face, but...
Yeah, but Dead Heat
That's a terrible
is one
photo.
that... It's got great special effects in it. The story is a bit fucking stupid and all over the place. It's nearly a little bit like fucking a comedy noir. That there's some of those kind of like, you know, hey, it's kind of like I remember the minute she walked into the room and shit on my desk.
Yikes. Please don't ever write noirs.
Not too late.
Oh, no.
I've got a series of 13 books
God.
already. Yeah.
Lovely.
They're much maligned.
Yeah.
But Dead Heat, great film.
Okay. We'll have to rewatch it then because I can't remember.
Yeah,
it.
look at it again. And now, number 6. It's a film that we talked about only a while ago. We have a podcast about it. It's Deathgasm from 2015, which it's about like kind of a nerd in New Zealand who gets the
teenage kid.
They're trying to set up a black metal band, and they come across this record by a famous black metal artist that if they play, they basically unleash demons on people. It's a mixture of Evil Dead, Trick or Treat, a bunch of other things. It's really good. There's a sequel to it coming out, which I can't wait for. It's been fucking a long time in the making. It's brilliant. I think it's like Shaun of the Dead, but for metalheads. Yeah,
it is. It's horror in suburbia. And it's these kids just basically fucking dealing with this shit that's going on. And, it's ridiculous humour. It's like fucking portals to hell just open up and, it's nice because you have metal in it as well. And we like metal.
For metal fans, there is a load.
Yeah.
There is a...
Sorry. I just dropped a beer mat. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a load of fucking... I was going to say bookmarks.
Metal?
No, what's Easter eggs?
What is going on inside your brain?
But even stuff like throwbacks at Man of War covers on it. Emperor, there's a couple of Emperor songs in it, which I remember before it came out reading about in Total Film or Emperor, and seeing that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I at that point, I never heard of Emperor music in a soundtrack. Like, I was just like, fuck, this is like, with that, it was kind of like, all right, this is going to be, it's going to be something worth watching anyway. At least, it's going to be something a little bit different. It's some of the stuff, like, there's a cult in it that are trying to get the record as well. Like the satanic cult, and the guy that's ahead of it is just a lunatic. That there's a bit where one of these fucking acolytes fuck up and they come back and they're like, oh, we couldn't do this or that. And he's like, fucking, he cuts his head off. Or one of he says, cut his head off. And then he gets blood all over the carpet and he's like, no, do it again. You ruined it. And then like the guy has to pick like the head up and put it back on. And
they have to mime cutting it off again.
Excellent.
better.
Yeah, but it's brilliant, and all the characters are likable in it as well. Well, apart from one of the main characters who's kind of not meant to be likable in it, and it plays up on that thing where you're like, oh, maybe he's redeemable, and he kind of is, but he kind of isn't. He's kind of a shit at the same point.
Yeah.
And it doesn't kind of walk back any of it. Like, bad things happen, and it doesn't walk back the bad stuff that happens in it.
Yeah, if people are killed, they're kind of it's severe trauma and injury, like
But Deathgasm, definitely watch it. I think very highly recommended. Like, all the movies are obviously recommended, but Deathgasm in particular, highly recommended. Especially watch, because I'm hoping the sequel is really big. I hope a load of people see it and kind of go, oh fuck it, and rediscover it.
And watch the original as well.
And then hopefully
it's
it gets
just
a
such
third
hilarious dry humour as well, like, do you know what I mean? It's just got that it's New Zealand, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. It's got some kind of Flight of the Conchords humour in it, I think. But then another one, fairly modern one, came across by accident. I think it's a Shudder original. And like, the Shudder makes some good movies that don't really get a lot of fucking kind of, I don't know, people don't go on about them enough. But Deadstream, it's a disgraced YouTuber goes off basically filming himself in what's meant to be this haunted house, and he thinks that it's not really. He thinks that he's kind of setting it up to try and make it, like, to get clicks. It doesn't. As it goes on, you kind of find out what he did, what he's trying to, and it's like, it's not good. He's a piece of shit, but he's really likable.
Yeah.
The guy who plays him is fucking so likable. It's like, this was made for no money. There's 2 people in it, and it was written by the same 2 people, Joseph Winter and Vanessa Winter. I
presume they're related somehow.
I don't know if they're husband and wife or if they're
brother and sister.
Yeah, well, there's more people in it than that, but they're the main people in it.
Yeah.
So you're basically dealing with him stuck in this haunted house. He locks himself into it, and he's like, "Oh, I can't get out, like, for 24 hours," and then he's trapped in there, and like all this mad, horrible shit starts happening. It's very early Evil Dead stuff. He could easily be a new Ash. I think, fucking easily with it. And it's a lot of him just being tortured by stuff. You don't remember, do you?
You see, there's a few YouTuber-y ones that we watched there recently enough, and I'm trying to remember which one it is.
It was the whole thing was with your the woman ghost, and I remember there was bits where she kept like punching him in the balls. It was really stupid, but it was just really fun. It was like, I mean, the effects are terrible in it.
Yeah.
Like, it is very much a homemade affair.
I mean, that's it. It's basically somebody doing selfies kind of a thing.
But it goes to show you don't have to. You're better off.
You don't need huge effects, and you don't need a huge budget. Like, you don't need splashy effects.
But you're better off doing something practical instead of going, oh look, we'll fucking do
CGI.
a CGI.
To death,
Where you kind of look at it and you kind of go, this is the charm of it. It's like I remember I got it on DVD there fucking years ago. It was like bodybuilder, or kind of like businessman and bodybuilder hell, where it's like, it was like put down as being the Japanese Evil Dead, and it's a similar thing. It's about a fella trapped in this house with all like these demons in it, and it's just,
my God, imagine demon bodybuilders. There's a fucking idea.
Yeah, well, make it.
It.
But Deadstream, definitely go watch it. It needs more, because there's talk of a sequel to it.
So go watch it and boost the views, people.
Yeah, and thing at number 4.
I'm surprised this isn't. Well, if you're doing it in order of favourites, I'm surprised it would have been number 1 for you.
Yeah. Well, it's hard because I think some of the ones over the last while have been really good, and like, all of them are great.
Yes,
aren't they all lovely girls?
They all have lovely bottoms.
Yes. At number 4 is Psycho Gorman.
Yes.
The minute I saw the trailer for this,
you fucking fell in love with this straight away.
Yeah.
And you will rewatch it and fall in love with it every time you watch it.
I think Steven Kostanski, who's the director of this, is probably one of my favourite directors at the moment. He's got like Deathstalker out now, and there's another. He's got a bright future. There's a group of them that did stuff. I think he was part of the crew on The Void.
Oh,
people have seen it. They did like all these trailers for movies. They were like special effects people. and they were making like trailers for because my memory is so terrible. I remember it was like that cop. Remember he was like the melting kind of zombie cop.
Oh yeah.
They did 2 trailers for it, but like Psycho Gorman, it's a mixture of Power Rangers with just kind of like fantasy 80s stuff,
Childhood nuttiness.
Yeah, and just fucking horrific gore.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's just absolutely brilliant. And you know, I think it's kind of any age could watch it. I think it's
got a bit of a Peter Jackson-y, early Peter Jackson-y vibe to it as well, I thought, yeah.
But it's just really funny. And it's got... It's that deadpan humour.
Yeah.
Where it's like this fucking mental shit is happening and the adults that are in it are kind of like horrified and the kids are like, oh, this is perfectly normal. Of course we got this, like, we're after trapping this evil alien overlord.
Yeah. In the shed.
Who's going to do it. And then the whole thing with him being like gay, where he's got, what was it? He's got the magazine with these like lovely boys.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's like fucking Evil Dead meets E.T.
Yes.
With a like little girl in it.
She is just an absolute lunatic in the best sense possible. Like she's just a pure bundle of energy that never stops going.
And the poor little
brother.
Remember the friend.
Yeah.
That's like really quiet. He gets turned into like a giant brain with tentacles, and he's just like carrying on like normal, going to school, and everyone's acting like nothing really happened.
Yeah. And he's just drifting around all sad.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. Like the effects in it as well, they're all practical effects.
Yeah.
Obviously, and they're just so good. Like the Alien Council are so fucking stupid. And then there's like basically angels. It's kind of nearly like the new Doom games.
It sounds absolutely fucking cuckoo bananas when you're describing it, but it's just so creative and inventive.
Oh yeah, there's not a dull moment in it at all. Like, even the things that are, like, say, quiet bits, there's something happening in it. Like,
even the bits that are just, like, boring old family bits, it's like the mum and the dad are, like, fighting about, like, you know, stupid fucking family shit, like, you know, and it's hilariously written.
It's just so well. Like, I mean, we have Deathstalker queued up to look at, and there's something always fucking comes up. We must look at it soon. Because I had it, we were going to do like look at that and the original Deathstalkers as well, which are put down as comedies now for some reason, which I don't remember being released as comedies when they came out. I think it's just they're after remarketing them because they were so bad. They're like, oh yes, we meant them to be funny.
Yes, it's so bad it's funny. Yes.
But then not jumping a million miles away, and number 3 inside, it's like
that's what I was just going to say. It is Peter very brain deady. Yeah.
Peter Jackson's second movie. I think it would have been the second movie that he did. In 1992, so he had a bit of money for this one, and it's a guy living with his mother, and there's the Sumatra rat monkey gets it and bites the mother and turns her into a zombie. She eats someone's dog, and then he's trying to protect her and creates like a zombie outbreak. Like, people that know Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings,
you would not expect this at all.
This and Meet the Feebles are probably prime Peter Jackson. Like, they're fucking. There's a zombie baby in this from a zombie priest, fucking a zombie nurse, was it? I think, and then your man, when he's bringing the zombie out, like the guy, the son who's trying to keep all this shit going on in his house so people don't find out about it. He decides to bring the zombie baby out for a walk in the pram, and it's batshit fucking mental. Brilliant line, like with the priest, I kick ass for the Lord. It's just mental, like, and the fucking ending is one of the goriest endings I think of any movie. You're looking blankly.
No, is this the lawnmower?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just it reminds me a lot of Reanimator. Is it with the now, unlike the Reanimator, like, there's like bits happen in Reanimator, but nothing fucking over the top happens in the Reanimator until the end.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're really, because the Reanimator seems like such an intimate movie in certain kind of ways, where it's just between a couple of people that it could nearly be a play, and then at the end it's not just like one zombie, it's a bunch of fucking zombies, and this is similar, where it just keeps getting more and more out of hand.
Yeah.
And it's watching this guy. Was it Sydney? Is his name? No, Lionel. Watching him trying to deal with it and trying to get over the whole thing. He kind of falls in love with a Greek girl, I think. So it's about him trying to have a romance getting away from his mother. Is like, one of the under
currents on it, yeah.
But it's just like the bit when the mother eats the dog. And they pull like the corpse out of the mother. She's like, your mother ate my dog. It's brilliant. It's fucking an amazing movie. Probably, I'd say, Lord of the Rings is better.
Yeah. It's probably more widely accepted.
This is close second behind the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's really rare. But yeah, moving on to number 2. We're near the end. Stay with us.
I'm surprised you have this. You were never a huge fan of this.
For you.
Okay. I did enjoy this.
Damien. All for you.
Yeah.
At number 2 is Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah, I did enjoy this because it was stupid slapstick. It was just, it's everything goes wrong for these two, like gentle rednecks.
It's a bunch of teens go to and there's these gentle rednecks, and all these accidents keep happening to the teens where they keep hurting themselves and getting killed. An accident, but they keep seeing these rednecks there.
Yeah, and who are coming to try and help him.
Like,
and
my God, they're coming to kill us.
Jesus, they're going to kill us. Oh no. And every time they go to run away, they do something stupid like impale themselves on a fucking branch of a tree, and they're like, oh no.
So it's Tyler Labine and Alan Tudyk are in it as Tucker and Dale. And Tyler Labine, he was set to have
he kind of disappeared, really. He didn't get as big as I thought he would.
It's really, he was in a lot of good things, like the TV show.
Oh God, what was it? Oh Jesus, you're going to have to look it up there
Reaper.
For me, please. There you go. I love that.
I think Kevin Smith was producing that, wasn't he?
That was really funny. Your man that was the devil.
He was the devil's son. It was oh God.
Ray.
No, not Ray Stevens. He was in fucking Twin Peaks.
You're going to have to look it up.
Yeah, but you talk, Laura, while I look it up.
Yeah. But no, and Alan Tudyk as well, he's another one of these that just gently butts along, kind of showing up in like a load of good TV shows and just never quite sort of making it into. Well, no,
he's had his own. There's a big movie that he was in, or not a TV show. I think it's some alien kind of thing that's ongoing now. It's a big hit.
All right, I thought you were going to go Firefly, and I was like, what? No. But obviously enough, he keeps showed up as he's like, yar,
Ray
Steve
Wise.
the pirate. Yeah, I told you it was a Ray.
Yeah.
Didn't I?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's Alan Tudyk. You keep wanting him to just like do something big, if you know what I mean, because he's just so likeable and so gentle, but he's just, and it's the same with your man Labine, like.
Yeah. And as well, I'm fairly sure he's in like the new Superman movie.
Is he?
And he's been in Star Wars as well, doing voices of things.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And he was in he was the pirate in Dodgeball.
That's what I said. You're Pirate Steve.
But he's been in a load of things.
Yeah. Okay, so alright, okay. I just want him to be in bigger
Resident
things.
Alien, I think that's the name of the thing that he's in.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be feeling sorry for him.
I'm not feeling sorry for him. I just want him to be in more things because I think he's very likable.
I personally think he's in enough.
Oh, alright, I'll tell him that so.
To leave room for other people to be in things.
Fair enough, alright. But yeah, Tucker and Dale versus Evil I thought was very good because all the kids were just funny, basically screaming around the forest and like just fucking
running into fucking trees.
Oh my God, and like, falling into wood chippers and stuff, and they were just like, oh my God, these kids keep killing themselves.
It's an interesting take on it. Like my problem with, I think the ending wasn't good. Like, we won't ruin the ending, but from what I can remember with the ending, it went
a bit flat.
Yeah, where they had all these things going for it, and then they're like, oh, you're doing, this. But yeah, and going for number 1, we've stopped boring you with our movie talks. Why you're listening to us if you're bored is beyond me. But Bubba Hotep. You had to put a Bruce Campbell thing in there. There's a load of Bruce Campbell things I could have put in here. Any of the Evil Dead. Well, maybe not the first one. But the first one I don't think is a comedy at all.
I still. Yeah,
I think people laugh at it now because they go, "Oh, it's so quaint and stuff."
And it's like, there's something about Bruce Campbell, though. I think he's just, you just look at him and kind of go, "My God, he's just got that Jim Carrey head in him." I think
I love. He's only in it briefly, but they they did a movie, I think it might have been before Evil Dead 2, called Crime Wave, which flopped horrendously. And Bruce Campbell is in it as like a Lothario, and there's a bit where he's like, haha, maybe I am a cat, and then a fucking fire escape thing just drops down on his head and kills him. That's it. It's just like, what? But Bubba Hotep, it's 2000, Don Coscarelli directed it, and there was supposed to be a bunch of spin-offs to this. There was meant to be Nosferatu Hotep, or Bubba Nosferatu, and I think Bruce Campbell and him clashed. So you kind of hear it a lot with Don Coscarelli, people clashing with him over creative differences. Now, I really like Don Coscarelli's stuff, fucking massive Phantasm fan, but I'd imagine he is, and John dies at the end, he amazing job with that. But with this, it's just such a sweet movie, but it's really funny. It's about like an old person's home where there's an evil mummy sucking the souls out of all the elderly people. Yeah.
So sweet.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell plays what could be Elvis.
You're never 100%.
He didn't really die, and he's in the thing. And then Ozzie Davis plays a black JFK who's like, oh, they replaced my brains with was it sawdust or something like that? But it's really, really funny, but it's really sweet, and at the same point, it's kind of scary. The mummy is stupid fucking looking. The mummy ends up dressing up in like cowboy boots, and I think, but it's just, you don't want these people to die.
They're like lovely elderly people.
Yeah. And it's Bruce Campbell is excellent in it. He's so good. He's so good as it would have been brilliant seeing him play, because I think the talk was going to be that they were going to do like, it was like a younger Elvis
biopic,
which was going to be him, not a biopic, Bruce Campbell, but him fighting vampires like in the 70s, like with kung fu and shit.
All right.
Which would have been really, really good, but I doubt we're never going to see it now. But yeah, so look, that's our 13 slightly off kilter funny horror comedies. So look, we couldn't get everything in it, or we'd be here all night. So if you have any suggestions for us, for kind of like, or your favourite ones, just tell us in comments somewhere. I'll see them and I'll reply. Unless you're like, there was one guy who was like, oh, you're fucking, I can't remember, it was really insulting. And it was just like, it was like, what? And it was like about Irish accents and things as well. It was like, fairly racist. And I was just like, delete. Not fucking replying to that shit.
So you take criticism well then, is what you're saying?
No, it wasn't criticism. No, this was just like someone being a jerk. Where like, I can take criticism. Not well, but but yeah, look, if you have any suggestions for kind of like, horror comedies, let us know and we'll be back next week.
Yes.
With, I think it's going to
more
be
ramblings.
Smokey and the Bandit versus Cannonball Run.
We got a long way to go.
We've got that run up to the Oscars, so we're going to be covering like potential Oscar nominees.
Yes.
So yeah, look, thanks for listening. We much appreciate it, and until next week, arrivederci.